everybody. I'm USA Today best-selling author Hildie McQueen, and I write medieval Highlander romance, and I write different kinds of romance, but mostly I write medieval Highlander romance right now. So this week I am pre-planning for the week ahead, and I thought I would share with you my process for planning for each week as a writer. I write full-time from home. That's my only job. I have self-published books, and I have some books through a publisher. So right now I am working on a series called Clan Ross of Skye, and I am writing the third book in the series. There's going to be one more after this. I think it's only going to be 4 books, but you know, that might change. Let's see. Okay, so what I do the week prior to, usually on a Sunday, which is today, I sit down with my passion planner and I then get a notebook and I write down, do like a, people call it a brain dump? I don't know. I make a list of everything that I want to accomplish for that week. And I also have a list of things that I had for the week before that didn't get done. And then some of the things on my list are actually like to-dos that will happen coming up, but it's not something I have to do anything about, but I just want to be reminded about it because I wanted to keep it in the forefront of my mind because there might be something that I need to do about it. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Today is Sunday, July the 14th, and I am setting up for the week of July 15th through the 21st. All right, so let me tell you guys a little bit about the week ahead. My daughter just went, actually they left today to go on a cruise, and she's not coming back till next Sunday. And so I will be going over there to their house in the evenings. Her mother-in-law is going twice a day during the day, like in the morning and in the early or late afternoon, and then I will go at night. Probably spend the night a few nights because I don't feel bad. I feel bad about the little dogs. Well, she doesn't have little dogs, she has huge dogs. About the dogs being alone overnight, so I'll probably stay there a few nights. She has 2 huskies, a standard poodle, a boxer, and a little mutt. I don't even know what he is. He's kind of like a poodle Yorkie mix, I think. I'm not sure. So yeah, so that's going to be going on this week. In addition to that, on Monday, my husband has a medical procedure, so that's going to throw that day off. But right now, my plan is to do the same. I do the same thing every day. I do write it down every day because I like marking it off and making sure it does get done, because days meld into the next. When you work full-time from home, you're like, did I do this yet? I don't know. So you don't want to go back and check. So it's good. I just keep track of it by writing the same things every day that I do. So every morning I do a Facebook post, and then I check my sales stats, like my royalties, make sure there's no problems going on, because if you're self-published, you have to stay on top of that. And it's 5 minutes of your time, or if that, and it's worth it because you want to keep track of, you know, if all of a sudden your sales are not recording at all, you have to go and check, did something get blocked or knocked off, or, you know, something happened. You got to keep on top of that kind of stuff daily. And so it takes me a couple minutes, and then my peace of mind, I just write down the royalties for that day, and if I have pre-orders, I write down the numbers for the pre-orders. Even though you can go back and track that in the software system, I like to kind of have it in my planner so I can go back and say, oh, let me see, compared to last month, what this month's sales are on the same date, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I keep track of that every day. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I visit reader groups, make comments. Sometimes I will upload some sort of you know, reading meme or something like that, just to get conversations going. My personal reader group, which is I have 2. I have an art group and a reader group that's just dedicated to me. They get, you know, certain updates on what's going on with me. I might post a picture of something that happened over the weekend. I know that I put an in-depth picture on Monday for sure, and in-depth of what's going on with me. And then on Wednesday or Friday, I'll check back in and just, you know, do something more related to reading. Ask them questions about what they're reading, things like that. Share what I'm reading, what my progress is on certain books or certain series, that kind of stuff. Okay, and then every day and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays is my promo days, which I will promote a specific book that I have in mind. Right now I'm promoting The Hawk, and then I'm looking into promoting an older backlist series. Let's see what else. And then on Monday, where am I? I'm just not even paying attention. I'm just rambling. Okay, so on Monday I'm going to start writing. I will write the epilogue to this book that I just finished. And it's called The Raven. Like I said, it's the third book of a series. And then I will start rewrites on Tuesday. And rewrites usually take me 2 to 3 days. I'm giving myself 4 full days because I just want to be safe. So I'll do the rewrites and with the plan to finish them by Friday. Technically, I think I'll be done by Thursday at the latest, but you know, just in case. Also on Tuesday, I have a note for myself to check my ads. I think I have 1 ad. I might have 2 Facebook ads running right now, and I am running an ad on the first book of the current series that's releasing. It's called The Wolf. So I have a ad going for that. Also, on the middle of the month is when I do my monthly newsletter. I have been one of those people that have wanted to do more than 1 a month, and then I never managed to do it. So just to be safe, I always do one for sure the middle of the month. Unless I have a release, then I will do a newsletter on release day. So right now, I will be planning to send out a newsletter on the 16th. So also on Wednesday, I put down to do some social media graphics, which is just something that I do need to get done because I have to finish. I like to have graphics on hand to do, and usually what it is some kind of tagline or catchy blurb for a book, and then I have the book cover on there or something to do with the book, maybe just the hero or something like that. And then I post that when I go to reader groups. It'll be like something easy that I can just grab for each book. So I usually make like 5 or 6 at a time and then put them in the folders. I do a folder for each month and then I throw it in there, and then I can just go in there and see what I've got and pick it out depending on my mood. Okay, so then Thursdays I go out to lunch to meet friends, and like I said, I'm planning to give myself until Friday to finish the rewrites, but on Thursday I put down errands just in case. I may or may not do errands. Depends on if I have errands to run. If not, then after lunch I will return home and do some more rewrites. And also I have a Zoom meeting for Thursday afternoons every other week, or twice a month I should say, with my author accountability group. Where am I? I'm writing something on Friday. What am I writing? Oh, prep for book club. Yes, I got book club coming up. I have a book club that's 20 years old, and that happens on Saturday. And then on Friday, you'll see where it says Book Llamas. That's a different book club. That's an online book club that I'm a member of. And these 2 book clubs have nothing to do with my writing. They are just book clubs that I've been a member of for a long time. One of them since before I started writing. The other one I'm fairly new to. And usually, I don't even remember how the book is picked. Anyway, we're reading Just for the Summer by, what is her name? Something Jimenez. Abby Jimenez? I forget her name. I think it's Abby Jimenez. It's pretty cute. All right, now at the bottom right there where I'm writing, on the left hand side are priority items, and this is the list that I told you guys I wrote, like the brain dump, and then plus anything that was already on the list from last week. So I go through the list, and if it's something that has to be done, but it's like not priority, then it goes on the right hand side. If it is priority, then it goes on the left-hand side. So I just go through the list and read it, and as I'm reading it, I write down you know, each item on one or other of the columns. So I wrote down that I have a Coastal Magic book funnel. Then that is a, oh shoot, I have to research it. I don't remember, but I think it has to do with people get in and they can buy books from the authors attending the Coastal Magic conference. I have to make a note. I'm making a note right now to double check that and see what exactly it is. And then under that I have BookBub feature deal. I applied for a BookBub feature deal for a book called The Wolf before I realized that, or not before I realized, but they ended up giving me a Kindle month-long promo, KDP, some kind of promo. And I read the rules and it says that I can't change the price of the book 30 days before and 30 days after August. And of course, I got the BookBub feature deal for August. So I sent him an email and said if I could put it off till October, which they probably will say no. So I'll have to apply for a different book. And then after that, I put down on the left that I have to finish The Raven. So that's the book I'm writing the epilogue for and rewrites. Rewrites for The Raven, and then the Raven has to be going to the proofreader. I need to do the newsletter this week. Then I'm going back over to the right side and writing that I need to check backlist stats. And the reason I'm checking my backlist, and those are my older books, statistics, is to see which series I want to pick up the sales on and maybe do some promo on them to get more sales going from the backlist, because my backlist needs to start producing a little bit more than it does right now. I would say 70% of my income is coming from newer releases and my backlist is just sitting there. So I really need to figure out how to get that motivated, how to get that back up and running to make more income. And what else did I write? I wrote down reply. Oh yes, I have an email to, I am applying for the Knockout Book Bash in Kentucky for 2026. And then also over on the right side, I put down that I need to do some fixes on the Beast, because I got some notices from KDP that I needed to, somebody found some typos on there, or I don't know if that's a computer thing or if it's something that a reader finds and they send it in. I have no idea how that happens. So I reviewed all the stuff they said needed to be fixed, and yeah, it was things that need to be fixed that somehow got missed by me, 2 proofreaders, and an editor. How does that happen? It happens. And then I need to order some books for the conventions coming up. I have one thing I'm doing some sponsorships in October, November, and February. So I need to go ahead and order some books to get my inventory up of the books that I want to provide. And then also on the left hand side, I wrote down that I have the Book Llamas Book Club. I just wanted a reminder of that. With the yellow now, I am highlighting the things, one thing a day that I want to make sure gets done. And or you know, kind of like a focal point, I guess I could say, to stand out. So I highlighted, right, the epilogue, newsletter, the social media graphics, the Zoom meeting, and the manuscript to the proofreader. And then I'm grabbing a green highlighter and I am going to highlight the writing related things that I need to do. All right, so I hope this gives you an insight of perhaps a good way that you can plan for your week in a way that is simple and useful and not so complicated that it will overwhelm you. Have a good one. Bye.